Welcome to Business Time, the main stage for your business.
Hello and welcome to Business Time. And today, if you are into financial education, it's always all this preparation. Now
It's too much.
Yeah,
It's
it was
getting out of
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Okay, now it will go. Hello and welcome to Business Time. And today, if you're into financial education, want to learn how to invest and to make your own business and money, this is the conversation for you. I want to welcome Udo Deppisch for the second time in this podcast. Hey, Udo.
Elias, yeah, thank you to have him back here. And the first time, I need to say, it was incredible, really. I got a lot of good feedbacks from the people and everyone was coming up, hey, that's cool. I said, yeah, because we have the best partner in the business for this one. So we did it with you. So really thank you on this point for this, what we have done. Yeah, and now let's talk about the next step. Let's talk about something what everyone likes to, should have, or what everyone need to have. Some financial education.
Exactly, and let's talk about it because we have a new business coming up. It's called Skypex, and it's going to help a lot of people getting financial education, learn how to invest, and also make their own money and grow their own business, which is amazing. But before we are diving into that, let me just tell the people that listens to us right now a little bit about your financial journey, how you got into financial, and how what are you finding interesting in this area and field.
So one thing, what it's really interesting in my financial journey is it's a bit like most people's journey, you know. You start somewhere after school, you get your job, you make a surviving. You don't make a living, you make a surviving. And I remember, so I'm quite a bit older than most of you guys, most probably. You remember when we got our weekly or monthly salary, we got it in an envelope. There was still cash in. And it was in this time 125 German mark. 125 German mark today, it's $60, you know, 60 euros. But we have been proud, so we was counting. And when I was thinking, my God, that's a lot of money. Of course, it was a lot of money because I had before nothing. I was a student. I was in school. So, and started to make my business, started to run my own business, make my money. Of course, you lost your money. And over the last years, I was always looking into this one. Why is this like this one? I had many people in my teams, in my companies, in my business I was running, where people make millions and gone out of the blue. When you read the newspapers, people winning 10 million, even in the US, one of the records, it was $300 million, and he was bankrupt after a while. He was broke. How can it be? The point is, people has no knowledge. And this is my serious question. We learn in school a lot of things. Some of the things are really important, we need it, but some things, what we really need, we don't learn, right? Did you learn in school how you handle your money?
Unfortunately not.
Not, huh? Right. That's the point. Why is it like this? We could now have some conspiracy or whatever, but the fact is we don't get it. So now where I was looking into this one, it was always one of my favorite parts when I did my coaching, my trainings, my motivation. I always try to teach the people, rule number one is respect money. It's the most important one. If you can't respect money, how money should respect you? It's the same. If I can't respect you, why you should respect me? So that's the same thing. It's really important. So and building up with the right education, telling the people what to do, not spending all the money they make, and not buying things what they don't need. And that's the point what we have. But our industry is really built up, buy a lot of things, do a lot of things, spend all your money, and make a payment plan here, make a payment plan over here. This is whatever I did. My penthouse, my villas, everything what I have in my life, I paid for. I never took a loan. I never took any leasing on a car. I never took an installment on a car because I've always when I start to understand what it's important for me, I always made it. I saved up some money and then I was buying it. If I couldn't afford it, even if I wanted, if I couldn't afford it, I didn't buy it. If I saw a nice, cool watch and I did not have some money extra on the side, so not from the monthly income, it needed to be extra on the side. So then I could buy it, whatever I did. And this is one of the things what we try to teach the people, take your own responsibility.
But Udo, you know, on that note, a lot of people don't have enough money for what they even need sometimes. Sometimes their salary are very, very low. They are coming and they want to, maybe they don't even want to have extras and luxury things. They don't want to have the watch, but they want to have a nicer cell phone, for example. So they are thinking about a 12 installment, or they are doing something that will match their money, their cash flow, you know. So how can they grow themselves? How can they even afford small things, for themselves?
It's simple. Change your priorities. is exact what you said. When people coming often and say, oh, I don't have any money, I don't have anything, but a brand new iPhone on the table. You talk with young guys, 20, 22 years old, say, oh, I don't have money at all. And then you look outside to what cars it was coming up, big wheels, high music system in. So they have some money for the things what they really want. That's the point. If you really want something in life, you need to put your priorities. So what is more important for you? Your financial independency after a while, or the new iPhone where you try to impress people who maybe doesn't even like you? So that's it's priorities. And the good thing is, if you start early enough, you can make it. Whatever you don't need to be rich, but you need to make some money to get rich. That's one of the points. Nobody gets rich overnight. If you have the right plan and the right strategy, it can be done. People are 16, 17, 18, 20 years old when they start to work. The biggest issue is when they, oh, now I'm young, I need to go for party, I need to do this, vacation here, and I can save up later on. So then it's coming later on, 30, 35, they're getting married, they have a child, they have a house payment to do. So there's no room anymore for payments because it's spending every single cent. And then suddenly, oh, I'm 60. Oh my gosh. What about my retirement? Then it's too late. But you need to start early. And this is what we try to give to the people, the right education to take the responsibility on your side. That's one thing.
But let's tell them about one more thing that you do, that the trading part of it, because we are talking about saving money and living right and having your own priorities, but there is another way to grow yourself, even when you're doing something else. Even if you are working full-time job, you still have other ways that you help also with education and everything needed to grow your money, grow your salary. So let's talk a little bit about trading. How is your Skypex helping people to trade?
So the biggest difference between many companies, we have many companies on the market. Most of them say, give me your money and make you rich. Guys, it's never happened. Believe me. So the best thing is, what we try to do is like, I guess we talked last time about this one. If somebody's hungry, you can give him food every day. You can give him a fish every day. Or you teach him how to fish. And exactly this is what we're trying to do now. We're trying to teach the people how to fish. We're trying to teach the people with the right education program where we're starting from the scratch. We have different specialists who are writing different courses. So we are not putting just trading as trading. We have trading for Forex, trading for commodities, trading for equity. So each part of the trading for cryptos, each part has a different story behind and needs a different level of education. And this is what we're recommending to the people. Get your education first and then start to act. It's the same. You went to university. I went to school. When did you do the final test from the university?
We did it obviously at the end of the school year.
Exactly. And this is what a lot of people are not doing. They get a trading platform, they put some money in, and then think, now I'm done. No, it's not. You learned 1 year, and then you did the final test. If you do the test on day number 1, will you succeed?
Of course not. You don't know anything.
Exactly.
That's right.
And this is what we're trying to give to the people. So we're giving the people the opportunity to get the right education, take your time, study it, learn it. And on top of this one, we give the customers, we call it a challenge account. So he gets an account where there's a certain amount of money in, where he can start to trade under real conditions. But it's not real money. People know it's not real money, but you have to learn it. So you get a certain amount of money, you follow the rules, you have rules where you can make a profit, where you can make losses. So if you do it proper and it right on level number 1, you get up to stage number 2. And if you survive stage number 2, you get up on stage number 3. This could take maybe 6 months or 9 months. It's up to you decide the speed. You can mess it up in 2 days. You sign up tomorrow, you think you're the king of the world, press two wrong buttons, and it's gone, your money is gone. So you will be out of the game. So in this case, if you do it right and proper, and you survive stage number 3, we will give you what we're calling a founded account, and you could trade with our assets. So we do a profit sharing on this one. So only thing what you need to do is trade on the proper way. Learn for yourself, get educated. So and then you can use this knowledge as well for you. If you want to do it right and proper. You have many stories where people, there's many stories. Some day traders make $8 million a day. Of course, they need a lot of money to put in. It's not done with $100
The question is how much money they made the past 100 days before and 100 days after.
Exactly. This is why when we go on our education, we're saying take your time, get into the education, try it for you. You have 90 days time to close this challenge, not 9 hours. Sometimes you make maybe a lucky shot, but a lucky shot today, it's a lose tomorrow. And it's as well what it's important, what you trade, how much money you put into the trade. So many people putting a lot of money in one trade, they lose. Or it's the same when people go into the casino. Everyone thinks I have the deadly system, I have the system, I win. So they lose one time, they lose 2 times, 3 times. So instead to follow the same system, they double, they triple, they make more money in. And then the next one goes wrong as well. Exactly. So you're broke. And this is what you need to be avoided. And this is what you need to handle for yourself. This is what you need to learn. It's not only about the knowledge what you have. You need to learn as well to behave how to do it in the right way.
Yeah, and it's actually amazing that you're doing it on a fake money or example money, for example, and then you trade. But I just want to go over what you just said. You said that after those 2 stages, you are getting your own money, not the client's money, but your own funds and assets, and you're doing a profit share. So how do you feel comfortable of giving someone else that maybe went to a introduction, maybe went to education, but haven't really traded before in real life? You're trading with your own assets. How are you making this happen? Because it sounds a little bit weird if you think about it.
No, it sounds a bit weird, but it's the same. My son just made his driving license. So I would not give him my car on the day number 1. So I saw him how he was improving, how good he can drive. Now he can just take my key and can drive alone. This is the same story, more or less what we're getting into when people start to trade. When I see you learn, you improve, you do it good. This is why you have 2 different stages in. So if you do it good, why should I not trust you? You know what I mean? That's just a simple next step what is going on. And end of the day is if you have 100 people who are doing some trades, maybe these 100 people are smarter than I am. You know what I mean? So that's the way where we're going for. And this is an opportunity for more or less for everyone to join in.
And there's something that I think everyone should know. No one knows what's going to be tomorrow in the market. No one knows what's going to be. No one can predict anything. Maybe there's a lot of agencies and people that predict, but no one can really say for 100% fact what's going to be tomorrow. So it's all about good senses. So maybe you can give to the people that watches us right now some 2 or 3 or 4 tips from your own personal experience about trading. How does a good trader work?
End of the day, it's very important. You need to have for you a strategy. So whatever strategy you can go and buy, you can go and sell. Whatever strategy you have, you need to build your strategy and you need to stick to your strategy. You need always, rule number 1 in trading, never put any money into trading where you can't afford to lose. Whatever you do in life, don't buy anything where you maybe need some money tomorrow. I get a lot of people coming up say, I want to buy Bitcoins. I want to do this one. I need some more money because my daughter gets married next year. I say, don't do it. That's too volatile. The assets, this is too volatile. If you can't afford to lose this money, never, ever in life go in any investments. Never. Put it to your bank with a 2%, a 3% saving. That's done. Don't risk it. So get your strategy, follow the strategy, and never leave the strategy. That's really a point. Because like you said, sometimes people feel like, oh my God, all crashed down. But everything goes down, comes back. So if you followed the wrong rules, if you put everything in your trade and the trade is gone, what do?
You have nothing to do. You're
nothing
finished.
to do anymore, right?
Exactly.
But if you follow the rule, for example, what we are saying, maximum 20% of your assets, what you have, put in one trade. So it's never all will be gone. Never all will. Of course, even if you put 5 times in 5 different cryptocurrency, it's still the crypto market,
Yeah.
So, but if you put something in crypto, something in Forex, something in stocks, something in indexes, this is what I mean. So it's never will crash everything together. And this is then you have still enough time to make it happen again.
Amazing. And, I know that you are doing it for a lot of time, a lot of years, and you've seen the market goes up and down again, and you are into that journey for a lot of years. So can you share me one of your experiences as a trader, a day that you won't forget, maybe a huge loss, maybe a huge profit, whatever you like?
Yeah, so it's like sometimes I'm falling even in my own trap. So my son was calling me and was giving me some advice. I should buy this and this. I don't want to mention the names. I should buy this stock marks. I say, okay, let's do it. So when I was buying it with a little bit leverage and I was seeing, hey, wow, it goes good, runs perfect. I was thinking, sounds not nice, sounds good. So I was putting a little bit more money in. I made a huge profit. I made nearly 300, 400% profit in less than 3 days. So, but then I got lazy and I was thinking it's fine. So, and especially when you trade with leverage. So I was waking up, usually when you do this leverage trading, you go in, you close the trade in the evening, done deal. You never leave it overnight because you don't know what is happening. Like you said, bad news comes out here, something comes up here. And I woke up next day morning, I was busy, I did this, and then around about lunchtime, I was checking my account and I said, where's my money? I lost nearly everything what I put in. So this is a point where I was not following my rules. I was not following my rules. Get out in the evening, wait the next day. Check it out, start again. Not putting all in. It's life, You need to take care, really. You have really to take care about this, what you trade and how you trade. And one thing is important, don't believe you get rich in a month. Don't believe you get rich in 3 months. That's not working. It takes some time for you. This is really important. And especially when we're talking about easy comes, easy goes. This is why, especially in our industry, when we talk about our industry, about network marketing, about social marketing, what we call it as well now, it's people make money, $100,000 in a month, in a week, $1 million, and they spend it all. So don't fall on this one. Work for this one, build it up, and just keep it steady and slowly. You have all the times in the world if you start young enough, if you start early enough. That's my recommendation. And
there's one more thing that comes out from the story you just told us, that a lot of people think that trading is a set and leave, set and forget. You just put your trade and you go, as you said, go to sleep, or you do something else, and the money grows without doing anything. But it's a proper job, and you need to pay attention and pay close attention, and money and everything, and education, as you said, in order to make it work. So I think it's something that we should tell our viewers here.
That's a point. For example, I do some future tradings. So I follow my strategy where I'm like to follow up, and then I have my strategy. I have my sell and I have my buy point, and I place it. And it could be this sell or buy. It's not done in a week, not done in a month, because it's not hitting the sell or it's not hitting the buy. So trading depends what you trade. If you go into the Forex market, really take care. It can be done in a minute, it goes around. If you trade with leverage, it can be done in second and all this kind. But if you trade properly, so like I'm buying some futures where I set some buy today, and like I said, maybe it comes up next week. But then it's a trade is running with the right parameters. You have to adjust the stop loss and all together. So if you do it right, it's a trade could run maybe for 6 months. But if you do it in crypto, my recommendation, I'm not doing the crypto trade. That's too crazy too crazy for me. Something you play a bit, but it's really just playing. It's like when
you never know, that's the thing. You never know with crypto. It can boom up and it goes down in the same fast.
That's why, for example, what you said before, I have my Bitcoins, I keep my Bitcoins, and sometimes people ask me, what is the Bitcoin value today? And next day they ask you again. So I need to check it. I'm not looking into this.
I think no one, even the one who checks, doesn't really know, because it's going up and down so fast. So it's so unpredictable and unstable. So.
Yeah, and the people who are always asking, really, how much is it? These people put the last money in. And if I follow my rules, I invest only money where I can afford to lose. So even if we would lose it tomorrow, I would not die after tomorrow. I still have my life. I still have my income. I still have my sources to make my money. But the people who are really putting all in, this is where people getting nervous. This is where people getting stressed out. And this is what you have to take care when you trade. And this is the kind of education what we try to bring into the people.
Amazing. And I just want to understand the vision or the idea behind this idea of bringing the education to the people, as you just said. Where does it come from for you? Why is it so important for you to educate so many people around the world?
On this point, a lot of things comes together. Point number one, I'm in the industry, like we said before, already 37 years. my very first business I did, my first network marketing company I was running, I was selling education. I was selling education, how to live your life, personal development, financial, not into the trading because we didn't have all this internet in this time, just everything what you needed really in life, what is really important. Like I said before, find your priorities. If you're telling me you don't have time, wrong priorities. You have 24 hours, I have 24 hours, right? So it's a priority. So I was going into the network industry, and lately I was not happy with the companies, what company are offering on the market. I didn't see anything where it would go in the right direction, because most of the companies has always the same idea: give me your money, I make you rich. Which one usually doesn't work out. And I said, why are we not going back on the basics what we need? Get a proper education and do it for yourself. Get a proper education, do it for yourself. That should be done. And this was a basic idea to put it together. So I was calling up a team. I built up, meanwhile, a really nice team. Even we're not launched, we're not running, so we still have time to do it. And even when we started to launch, I'm always saying, my plan is to run out in September. But if I'm not ready with all the education like I need and I want to have it, I start in February. I don't put the pressure on myself to do it, because that would be always the wrong point. It would be always the wrong, what I see is the wrong impression. So, and this is why we're going out, get education, it's a good product, and whatever it's happening in life, investments can be gone in no time, but your education stays forever.
Exactly. And on that note, I want to just ask you, because we know that there's a lot of digital courses and a lot of online courses and a lot of people selling education online in a lot of ways. And people are failing to implement it, to work with it, to actually do, not just learn, but to implement. So on that way, how does the Skypex helps to do that? We understood the idea of the example accounts, but are you helping, do you have mentors or anyone that can help me implement this information or understand this information? Because sometimes I need this a little advice or a little small call that will help me to understand exactly what I'm doing here.
That's exactly the point. What we really hit the nail, what we say on the head when it translated out of German. So the fact is, we do it with social marketing. So we do it with network marketing. This means we talk anyhow with a lot of people to give them an opportunity, sell a cool education program, get a couple of good products on the top, and learn something more. So, and these people will always stick together, and they will stick together so they can learn together. I did a couple of trading courses. I even was just paying recently $5,000 for 4 days, each day 3 hours knowledge. So was kind of good. I got some good knowledge. But when I was sitting home alone, I should read the charts, I should read this one. I lost my motivation. And when I have the wrong understanding, would teach me on my wrong understanding as well, right?
Yeah.
So and then I would need to make it right again. So this is what we're going to do, is what the experience shows in the last year. Our business is people's business. It's working with people, be with the people, be a team from the people. And this is where I see the biggest benefit out of it. So we can sit together, we can chat together with Zoom calls. What was your experience? What did you hear? What would you have done today? Why did you buy this one? Why did you sell this one? Getting the people, getting the things together and exchanging the information and not being alone. Not being alone.
I think that sense of community and people know that rooting for you and with you on this journey is a big thing towards learning a new thing.
It's a new thing, learning a new thing, and it's the best thing what you do. Like I said before, learn, and we are building it up really from the scratch. And sometimes that's why I'm saying we are not looking for people who are investing. We're looking for normal people, random people who say, I want to make a little bit more in my life. I want to change my life a little bit. And on one side, we give them an opportunity. You start here, you get a trading, a challenge account, like I said, where we do the challenge in, where you can trade. And if you start to give recommendation, if you start to bring some people in, you can even start to make some money.
Yeah.
So then you can use this money as well on your own trading platform. So never give the people to someone else. So we never will touch people's money. So it's you. It's in your account. It's in your trading, and you decide what you do. But here again, like I said before, with the example with the university, don't start to trade on day number one when you have the first $50. Get some knowledge done. get a little bit more money in, save up a $500, $1,000, a $2,000, and then start to make the trade. Then start to do it. Not from day number one, because if you put all money in today, you lose it after tomorrow. You would be not happy. So give yourself 1 more year time.
Yeah, for sure.
All goes on a good direction.
For sure. And you also mentioned it a little bit about the referring. You can refer a friend or someone you know who wants to trade in with you, so it's not only just the money you're getting for a trade account to trade more. You get also a friend, if it's someone from your family, someone close that can help you, and you go out to this journey together, which is also it's a beneficial both in the mental way and also in the financial way, because you get more money to a trading account, which is amazing.
Exactly. So you can fill up your own trading account, and that's a thing. What you can do really, when you start to build your business, you start to build your team, you start to make some money, put some money on the side, enjoy your life, use the money to pay your rent and whatever, but always save a certain amount of money for later on when you start to trade. But still, again, use the challenge account, use the demo accounts, use to learn with no real money. The only problem is what I've seen as well many times, as long as it's not real, people getting really cool in. All it's fine, all it's good.
They don't care. It's not money that lost from their bank account,
Yeah, it's not like this maybe, but it's taking really care about when they trade with real conditions, real numbers, everything real, but not real money in, to do it good. But as soon as they press the button, funded account,
they get scared.
God. They get scared. They're getting nervous. Oh my God. And this is a moment where they start to forget so many things. And now he would say, no, I wait a bit more. I wait 1 more day. Does the value goes up or does the value goes down? I'm not buying today. I'm not selling today. I need to have 1 more line. I need to have 1 more bar. And then they get, oh no, maybe I miss it. Maybe I miss the bar and I lose, I don't make a profit. But the point is, if you had done before always with this extra day or extra weeks of signal to get it, and if you don't follow the rules anymore, because you get greedy, you think now it's a time and now it's happened, then it's not. This is a problem. So you need to stick really to the education, you need to stick to a system, and then you can do it.
As you said, stick to strategy. The strategy is number one thing, and once you do it, even if it fails, it will succeed next time because you are sticking with your strategy, which I really think it's a really important point. I know that you've been mentoring a lot of investors all over the years, so I want you to tell us maybe 1 or 2 stories of investors you've worked with and had a significant story.
Good. And on this point, we have some people really, I don't like to give any financial advices to the people. That's one of the things. I will never tell you, buy this, buy this, buy this. If you come up to me and we talk about, should I buy this one? Then I go on a simple, why should you buy it? What is the reason for? Why do you think it's good? So and then after a while talking about this one and finding out what is the reason, it could be a point that you go for, or maybe you say, no, it's better not to doing it. So I try to teach people in this way how they do it. I'm never care really about how much money people putting in, how much money they do. For me, it's just important when people coming back to me and saying, I had a guy, he did some trading, he just started to trade. He lost a couple of $100,000 in less than 1 month.
Wow.
Gone. And then I started to talk with him. I was asking, what do you do, how you do? And I just was talking with him for maybe 2-3 hours. Just we were talking about, don't put it all in one asset, take care, wait 1 more day, doesn't matter. It's you don't lose some money if you don't put it in. You lose it only when you put it in, when you have to sell then, when you do a wrong stop loss and whatever. And this is where people getting nervous and getting hectic. They're pressing the wrong button, tapping the wrong numbers, especially when you trade with leverage. You press the button 1 to 200 and you press 1 to 2,000.
It's gone like that in seconds.
It's gone like this. When people coming back and say, I made it a bit better, I didn't lose any money, that's already a win,
That's right.
So you find stories like this one around. And then, of course, the good thing is when people are going into the trading, when people start to make money, actually people who really makes money, they never talk about the money.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah, they never wear branded things, They always was the most amount of money, always keeps it hide as much as he can.
They always keep it always on the low profile. They're always doing it. and doing the stuff what you want to do. So never show, I make 10% here, I make 20% here, and I do this one. No, not. They really just go easy and smooth, and this is what you should do. Trade for yourself. This is why. Trade for yourself.
Amazing.
Learn it.
But you know that stuff like that, can change someone's life from working as a salaried employee. As you've been, I remember the story from last time that you were a plumber. You started as a plumber, and now you're doing after all these amazing things. So those investing things can really change somebody's life. So tell us a little bit about those stories of how those investments changed people you worked with.
So one thing is what we talk about employees and self-employed. That's a point. That's actually a quadrant. What we have, it's like usually everyone is employed, is an employee. This means you work for somebody else. So this is rule number one. As long you work for someone else, you work for his dreams, not for your dreams. But this is a stage where most of the people start with. Then you have the next opportunity. You can be self-employed. So self-employed means you start to run your own little business. And this is actually what you can do as well with the business what we're offering. You can start, you have your main job. And I recommend you never quit the main job just because you made a couple of $1,000s in our business with building your team in a couple of weeks. No, make it stable. Let the money come in for the next 3 to 6 months. And then you can say, okay, I skip my full-time job, I made it half-time. Do it the next 6 months. And if you still double your income, and because when you're self-employed, the 5,000 what you had before, it's now 10,000. Because you have to pay for your insurance, you have to pay tax, and.
Unless if you're living in Dubai.
Unless you're living in Dubai, but then you need to spend more money for living,
Exactly. It always comes down.
So this means when you was an employee, you had a 5,000. As a self-employee, you need to have a 10,000 to keep the same lifestyle. It doesn't mean you make twice as much money, but your lifestyle is still the same.
Exactly.
Because you have different costs what you have to take care. So and the next thing is you start to run a business. And this is the next level where you're going, especially when you start to build a bigger team. So you need to learn as well to invest in your team. And this is what a lot of people in our industry are not willing to do. You need to invest in your industry. Whatever industry, whatever business anyone is starting, you need to invest from time. You need to buy new machines. You can't use a laptop what he was buying maybe in 1990s, the first laptop.
Of course.
It's not possible. So you need to buy a new one. You can't use the same studio what we have here. You need to build sometime a new one, right? You have to invest in a business. And this is the next stage where you go in from employee who's self-employed to businessman. And now when you start to be on a level of a businessman, you need to start to go on the next level. And this is where the real financial freedom can come in when you start to be an investor. So an investor, it's not someone who puts $100 in somewhere. Investor is, for my opinion, so that's many different opinions, many different ways out there. Investor is, for my opinion, someone who can put enough money into some separated investment, and all of this profit, what he makes, he pays for his life. And this is what I'm calling then financial freedom. If you make $10,000 every month and you feel financially free, but you need to show up in the office every day, you're not financially free.
Exactly.
If you make the $10,000 out of your investments without to do anything, just waking up in the morning, having a nice lunch, going to the gym, seeing some friends, and smoking a cigar in the evening, and you still make a $10,000 end of the month, this is what I'm calling then financial freedom. And this is a level where I'm talking about to be an investor. This is where I really see it. But a lot of people think, I did once a business where I was talking with the people, and I did coaching for this company. And I was talking with the people, and I was asking, who is an investor? And suddenly everyone was raising their hands. With my understanding, what is investor? It's not a $50,000, it's not $100,000. We talk about real money. So, and everyone was raising hands, investor. Cool. So, and I said, and I did it from different cities. And after a while, I said, guys, please do me a favor. Don't tell to anyone. Just write it down. What is the investment? What do you think from where is the investment starting? So, and people was putting up numbers. So I put up in $1 million, what I put on my side, because that's what you think, what it can be done,
And then maybe put $50, on their...
$100, yeah. $200. And I was thinking, okay. And then I said, and this feels like investor. Of course, you invest money, but investor it's like a title, it's like a job. It's
but
like
are you investor?
Yeah, exactly. Are you investor? So and I said, okay, good. If you put in $100 and wherever you go, If you make 10%, even if you find a lucky one, and you would make 10% a month, this means 100% a year, what is anyhow not really existing. So you would get $10 a month profit. $10 a month is how much a day? So be happy, you get 2 Starbucks a month.
Exactly.
So this calls investor? I don't think so. But use the business to build the fundament what you need for to be an investor. And this need to be done with building your business. Run your own business. And this is a perfect combination, what I see, what we're offering with Skypex to the people. So right education, with the opportunity to trade, with the opportunity to make money with the products, and on top of this one, build your own team and make your money. So whatever the stock market makes, don't worry, you have a team, you can make your money. So you don't need to be stressed, you don't need to lose your hairs and finding out next day, shit, sorry my language, I need to move out from my apartment.
We'll put a beep on it on the podcast.
Yeah. We put a beep on it. And so just keep it on a simple way and run it through. The opportunity is here and the opportunity is now. Especially when I see our industry, what people are suffering, how much money, and lately, how much money people put in some kind of investments, $50, $100, $100,000, and everyone is just hoping that's
it's gonna work, something gonna happen, you know.
And even if they did it 2 times or 3 times, now that's my time. They put in again all the money.
It's like the roulette, you know. They're just throwing money without knowing, and they are hoping for something good to happen, you know.
Yeah, but I guess it's easier to win in roulettes than you win on a stock market.
If you have a strategy, that's the thing. Both of them, if you have a strategy, you make really good profit.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but end of the day, it's really what the combination is. Get your knowledge, invest in yourself. That's a point what I said already when I started my first company. I said invest in yourself. It's the best investment you ever can do. Invest in yourself. And the same is when you have kids and you can give the kids an opportunity to go to Princeton or go to Harvard. You know, if you go to a university like Princeton or Harvard, I promise you never have to apply anywhere for a job. You have people knocking on your door because you was there. This is what I mean with investment. When you go to a university like this one, you meet people from all over the world. And this means you can just knock on a door and you can make your business, you can build an empire. This you can't do when you go to the school around the corner. That's why invest in yourself first, invest in your children's education. This is the right way to do and take care of your money.
Great, and do it on the right place, the right time, with the right people. Experienced people like you that did it for so many years and have been through ups and downs of the market for so many years. So the best education is experience, you know. So this is a way to gather it in the best way. Yeah. So you know, Udo, I think that it's pretty noticeable that you are German. You are from Bavaria, which is one of the biggest counties in Germany. So and I know that people from Bavaria, we know BMW is from Bavaria and Bayern Munich and all those huge brands. And I know that German people, and especially Bavarian, are really experts and example of precise and education and all those things. What do you feel about those values that helped you become who you are today?
Maybe the point is exactly what you said, because it's actually, I'm not from Germany. I'm from Bavaria. I'm from Munich, you know.
Exactly. So it's not the same.
It's not.
It's a different place.
it's a different place. But it's really happened. When you ask some people, when you travel around the world, you ask them where from. If he lives in Berlin or whatever, he says, I'm from Germany. But if you find somebody who lives in Munich, Bavaria, somewhere around, he says, I'm from Bavaria. I'm from Munich. He never would say, I'm German. He says, I'm Bavarian. You know, and this, I guess, was a point where made me special and proud, or feeling special and proud. Of course, we are normal people. Normally, everything is fine. Using the same passport, maybe a little bit a different language, what is always funny. But this kind of thinking, what I got in here, to be special, to feel special. I guess this is the point what I want to bring in as well into the people. Feel special, because you are special. Nobody can be like you. Nobody can do things like you can do. So be special. And I guess this comes back to my roots where I'm saying, this is why we're building up a special program for each and everyone. A special opportunity for each and everyone. Just stick to the rules. Just start to take responsibility, and you can change your life forever. But not done. I'm coming back again, guys. I don't want to promise you millions and billions of dollars overnight. Was it not working? I promise you, a long-term future, long-term success, if you're going to stick to the rules, that's all what you need to do. And be proud about this, what you like. I am proud to be Bavarian.
So Udo, I wanted to understand also the education itself. Like how many time I need in a day to learn to get this education. Where can I do it from? Who are the people who teaches me? How much experience they have? Tell us a little bit how it goes, like from the insides.
That's actually a really good question. So we planned up now actually different levels of education. So one is really the basic education. Like I said before, I have been on a trading course a couple of days ago, and I paid a $5,000. The material what we was talking about was from 2001. So the strategy, if you have the right strategy, it's not changing. So I would say we have when people joining in, they get the basic education, what they need. It's delivered over 12 months, every week, a couple of pages. So it's not, because if I give you a book today to the most of the people, maybe I give you a book, you read it, you want to know what it's in. You start, you read, done deal. But most of the people, they read the first 2-3 pages, done, they never pick it up again. So that's why we're building up an education program where you get every week your education into your back office. We're doing once a month so far as a planner. We do it if we get more people in, if we get the right situations in, we do it more often. We do once a month a video call as well on this one. And we do a special education program on top of this one with monthly subscription what you can set up, where we go on the brand new, the actual news, the actual information. So we're splitting this up. We have different writers in this one. So we have not one person who's putting up together. And the funny thing is, I was talking with a couple of people. Many people say, "Oh, use ChatGPT." I said, "No, guys, I'm not trusting and kind of algorithms. I want to have real people in, because these people should be able then as well to give us some education." I talked with some of my friends, they're running investment business since many years, big investment brokers out from Monte Carlo. And we will get this kind of people with real experience as well on our seminars and our trainings to bring real people in. And I'm trying to bring it as well, not only based on a European market, so as I want to as well be focusing, because we have people out from India, we will get people from Asia in. So I want to bring as well special people from the local areas that people maybe really know the guys and can do it. The good thing is in our time, you can it sounds a bit weird, rent, or you can book a guy, you can book a super successful speaker. You need just to be willing to pay for. You can book Barack Obama if you want. You just need to, I guess, $500,000 what he's asking. But I guess as a booking fee is the lowest one, the security costs around it costs much more. But when you do the right way, you can always get the right people in. And the good thing is, I'm willing to spend my money back into the business to build it up. I'm not thinking about to get rich with the business in the next 12 months. I want to run my last business. What I did it for 16 years. 16 years until I said, guys, I don't want to do it anymore. And I was giving my business out to all my old team. I didn't even sell it to them. I said, guys, take it over, run it. So I have a long-term vision in, because I know it's not done in one day. It's not done in 2 days. But think about it. In 5 years, you have 1 million people in. Or in 10 years, you have 1 million people in. And these people are making money, and these people are happy. You have a right education. Then the point is coming when you have people who pays for you to speak on an event, what we are handling. And this is a point when you can say, I made it. And this is so my goal where I want to go for. Of course, in the beginning, we will hire as expert out of the industry. We will pay them to come over, bankers, brokers, traders, whatever you want to hear about. We go for this. And later on, people have to ask, please, can we do a speech on Skypex event? Then we think, let's think about it.
Udo, listen, it's been fascinating as always with you. We are just about to wrap it up. Is there something you want to say before we finish?
No, I just want to say, really, guys, it's on you. You can't blame anyone if you lose your money, if you do it for yourself. That's the point. Start to take responsibility for your life. Start to stand up for this. Start to be willing to learn. Everything what you can do, you can learn. What you want to do, learn it. It's not done from one day to the next day. Give yourself time. That's what I need. And when you see all the stories, when you see Kentucky Fried Chicken, the guy started it when he was 62, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Starbucks started, he was 46 and whatever, So it's never too late. Maybe it would be the best day was yesterday. The second best day is today.
For sure.
And you needed to create the tomorrow already yesterday. That's one thing what you need to do. You need to create your tomorrow yesterday. That's the thing what I'm going for, where I give you as a recommendation. Start to learn, start to earn.
Yeah, amazing. That's definitely the way to go. To start from today and working like you were 20s, or never mind where in what time in life, but do it like when it was when you were 20. Udo Deppisch, it's been a great time as always speaking with you, and thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Elias.
Thank you, and thank you so much for listening to us. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Business Time, the main stage for your business.